What's up guys, it's me, Dion King. You might know me from, this channel. I have been back from Orlando for a little over a week now, just a little over a week. And you may have noticed that my last video kind of ended abruptly right after a water fight between me and my friend. Good reason for it. As much as I like to vlog about my traveling and my adventures, I also think it's really important that you just kind of take it all in. It's not like it was a boring night or anything. A couple of us went for drinks and went to go check out the amenities of our villa. We didn't really get a chance to check them out because we just spent every day that we were there at the parks, Disney and Universal. There's a plane. I'll just wait. My neighbors are also having a conversation, but it's fine, I will continue. So we went for drinks and we checked out the amenities. We didn't actually go swimming or anything, but I kind of regret it because the hot tub seemed pretty freaking sweet. Anyway, after that we went for a walk, and me and Aaron, we ran into a dog. Its owner was like far back behind us, so we decided to just kind of wait around it until she caught up with him. That dog was a pain, okay? We were a little bit tipsy. We got a strong drink from the bartender and we're feeling no pain. So we were like down to help this chick, and like we went all around that freaking neighborhood chasing after that dog. That dog was crazy. It did not want to be caught. It wasn't running too fast or anything, but like get a little bit close to it and it'll just run off. It just wanted to venture around people's villas for God knows how long. We helped her chase that thing for a good hour, okay? And with no luck. And she even got her dad out helping her, and like he brought their other dog, and it became this whole ridiculous chase. And like, it's not like the dog was like ages away from us. This dog was freaking like pretty close to us, staying close by and not running too far, and not, we didn't have to spend a whole lot of time wondering where it was because it was not too far ahead of us. It just did not want to go back with its owner, and oh man, it's a funny story, but I could have spent my night in a hot tub or just relaxing and enjoying the last night of warm weather. To make matters worse, our flight was from Orlando to Dallas, Texas, and it just so happened that it snowed in Dallas, Texas. And not very much, but like considering where they are, they're not used to that weather, so basically every flight in the world got cancelled and we had to stay overnight, and it was disastrous. Part of me, like, I debated filming what was going on, but at the same time I wanted my vlog to be pretty positive and on a positive note, and everyone's stress levels were like off the roof, and like people, there were tears shed, and there was just all this tension, and just all of us desperately wanted to get home. None of us, we wanted to enjoy our last couple of days for the weekend relaxing so that we could prepare for our work week. And we were being told that we were going to be stuck there until Monday, and it was Friday, okay? We spent that whole evening just trying to get earlier flights. We considered going all on separate flights because there was 5 of us, and it's kind of hard to accommodate that much people in one flight. And we were seeing families of like 11 people trying to get all in one flight, and it was just really sad. Like this one family, they had a couple of kids with special needs, and as much as I travel, I've never personally experienced flights being cancelled and whatnot. My mom actually has, and I think my grandmother has too, but I haven't. And this is my first time flying out alone, okay? So I'm just trying to do my best to keep my head together and like just get through this and do whatever it takes to get back home. And the airport, all they gave us was like a water bottle, a granola bar, and a blanket that was barely like big enough to cover anyone's body. On top of that, it was also freezing in the airport because of course they don't have heater in the airport. It's Dallas frickin' Texas, and like, so it was a rough night. We had to stay the night in an airport because all the hotels were booked because all the flights were canceled. So there was that, and I just kind of made the best of it, found the warmest spot, which was still pretty cold as possible, just a quiet quiet area in the airport and just slept there until early the next morning. I got up at 6 a.m. and went straight to the main desk to see if I could get us a flight. Two of us at that point had already gotten a flight, and they were told while I was going there that their flight got canceled. So I didn't know any of this. So I got flights for me and the remaining two, but the other two's got canceled, and like, disaster all the way around. The other two, by some miracle or form of luck, got on the same flight with us. Thankfully we got home that night, and I had Sunday off, and I actually had Monday off too, just luckily. It just happened that my schedule worked out that way for work. And yeah, crazy adventure. Throughout the trip there was a bit of tension with all of us. I mean, we all kind of wanted to do separate things, and you may have noticed in the videos that we were all kind of like Splitsville. We were like, there was 2 of us and there was 3 of us, but there was never 5 of us. And actually, to be fair, one person just didn't want to be on camera, so she was there a lot more often than it appeared. But you know, out of respect for her, I just, you know, kept her out of the vlog, and we had fun. But I think it's important to keep in mind that when you're in a group of people, and we're all like really different in terms of what we wanted to do. Some of us wanted to just go on rides and go crazy and have fun and drink, and some of us wanted to just shop, and that's fine too. But like, not very much great communication, and like, I didn't want to showcase that because it is a vlog. But I think I do, like, as much as I want my vlogs to be positive and everything, I also want to be honest and just say that I think it's important that when you are in a group like that, you got to keep in mind that not everyone's going to want to do what you want to do, and the best way to enjoy the trip is to just make the best of it and don't dwell on certain things. And like, there was a lot of things that I didn't show. Like, we had like the first couple of days was just horrible luck. Like, we could not check into our hotel until 3, and I think I did mention that in the video. We couldn't check into our hotel till late in the day, but we didn't want to waste the day that we had, you know, sitting and waiting around to check into our hotel when we could actually spend it at a park. So we got out of the airport. We had issues getting a car, and oh, disaster. But we got the car and we just booked it to Hollywood Studios. I mean, we were all sweaty and gross and disgusting, but it was fun. You know, we got to go on some crazy rides that I didn't get to show because, I mean, obviously they're rides and like, you can't bring cameras on them too often. And then the next day, it rained all day. I've been to Florida before, and rain in Florida compared to like rain in Canada, it is freaking, it's nothing, you know. Yeah, it rains a lot, but it's kind of warm, and you know, it's not too bad. So we just tried to make the best of it and tried to not let it ruin our day, and like we went on Splash Mountain twice. I mean, we're Canadian, whatever. For me, I think it's really important to not dwell on the bad things. I mean, this was literally like a 4-day trip, like 4 days or 4 nights, and then travel back the next day. Minus what happened at the airport. But you know, I didn't want to dwell on those things. And I think it's really important that like, you keep in mind what you're there for. Keep in mind that you're there to have fun, and you're there to make the best of it. I mean, Disney World and Universal, as great as they are, they're pretty freaking expensive. You want to get your money's worth, right? And you know, I did my best to do that, and I did that, and I had a blast at both parks. I enjoyed my nights out. I enjoyed the drinks that I had and just partying, and yeah, I can't complain too much about the trip. I do have a point to all this. I just want to point out that I think it's pretty important that when you are traveling for a short amount of time, that you don't let the little things like bad weather and bad luck and sore feet just ruin your trip. Like, you could sit there and complain about it, or you can just let it go and just make the best of it. I've been on quite a few trips in the past few years, and I mean, in New Orleans, we went from morning till night, and we were exhausted, but we were having fun. Yes, there was days where we just wanted to sit there and sleep, but like, we're in New Orleans. It's Mardi Gras. We didn't skip a beat, and that's ultimately how I want to spend every vacation that I do. I want to see as much as possible in the amount of time that I have, even if it's crazy. Like, I don't care if I had to get up first thing out of bed and go to sleep like for a couple hours and then wake up and do it all over again. That's what I like to do. I like to like just see as much as I can. You know, I mean, when you live somewhere, like I live in Edmonton, Alberta, and it's not that it's a boring city. In fact, a lot of things go on, and I actually do my best when I'm not working to capture it for you guys, just so you guys can see the cool things that go on in the city. But it's nice to get out of there and see something new, and you know, I always want to take full advantage of that. I think if you go into a vacation with the mind frame of like, things could go wrong. Like, I know it's bad to like think like, oh, worst case scenarios, but like it kind of helps because like if you prepare yourself for the fact that like something could go wrong, it doesn't bother you as much when something does go wrong. And like as frustrating as things got, especially when it came to the airplane situation, it really did help me to just like be like, no, like, you know what, it sucks, but we're gonna get home eventually. We're not gonna be stuck here for the rest of our lives. You know, that's the kind of mind frame I have, and I hope that this video kind of helps you guys when you guys are going off on adventures and traveling the world. Just know that things could go wrong, but as long as you don't dwell on it, then it shouldn't be a problem at all. And also, if you are an upcoming vlogger like me, I think while it's great to film as much as you can, you also have to take the time to just take it all in. I think personally I created some pretty great content, even though some of it was short and some of it was longer than others. But I am actually pleased with the what I did capture and what I did manage to see, and at the same time I did manage to have fun. Like day 3 when we went to downtown Disney for the evening, that was probably the best night I've ever had in ages. The 3 of us were there, and like there was Tanya Phillips Staples. She's an amazing singer, and like we just happened to have the luck that like all this chaos was going around, and we didn't capture it at first because like I was just taking it all in, you know, like we're here in downtown Disney and there's this like kick-ass performer performing Don't Stop Believin'. You didn't see when she was performing Firework. These 2 guys that we filmed that you guys seen in the video, I didn't really get to explain it that much because I was just like living in that moment. But what happened was these 2 complete strangers just went around the entire stage area where everyone was sitting watching her and just pulling people up to dance, and it was just like this weird but like amazing like something out of a movie, like just bringing everyone together and dancing and just having a good time. And like you would think we were living in a Disney movie. We were just like, our minds were blown. It was just probably the most magical moment in the trip, which says a lot considering that we were in Disney World. And like, I mean, it is downtown Disney, but like it's, you know, that's more of like a shopping and bars and restaurants and kind of deal that's going on over there. And it was so amazing. I just thinking about it, like, if I could relive that night again, I totally would. Not even the singer knew that this was going to happen. Like, this is just 2 random guys. They probably do live in Florida. They did seem kind of like residents there. But yeah, it was just great. Like, that whole vibe that was there, and like the dance off that happened, and the talent of the band and Tanya, like, it made that night so perfect. Anyway, getting back to it, when you're on your trip, stay positive, be happy, don't dwell on things, and just live in the moment. If you are a vlogger like me, while it is good to capture videos and create good content, make sure that you also take the chance to take it all in. I did my best to do that myself, as you know. I mean, it was exciting to film all of it, but like it was also very important that we take it all in. And I didn't film the whole Tanya Phillips Staples things because at points I just put the camera down and started dancing and just having fun, and we were also interacting with those 2 crazy guys just coming up to us and like trying to drag us out on the dance floor. It was fun. It was amazing. So do not miss the chance to live your adventure. Sorry, I sound like Fun for Louie, but don't miss your chance for to live your adventure and like just take it in. It's important to put that camera down and like live in that moment, because you know, things like this, like, it might not happen again, and it's not as fun to just, you know, be capturing it as it is to just be in that moment, just yourself and your friends, and just like take it all in, because that's really the most important part of a vacation. Like, you aren't in your city. You're not in your city anymore. You are somewhere else, and you're only going to be there for a short time. Take in as much of that as you possibly can. Other than that, I will see you guys on my next video. So, peace out. I surrender. I'm drunk. I'm drenched. I'm drenched.